But I got to come here today to talk to all of you about this election that I'm about to go into. First off, I was elected Attorney General in 2010. Prior to that, I've been a career prosecutor. Much like Jimmy Richardson, I kind of grew up in the trenches of the prosecutor's office, and that's where I really fell in love with the law. I'm not going to castigate an entire branch of government, but I do want to say one thing about the way we elect judges. I don't like it. The way we elect judges in South Carolina, there are 2 states that do it the way we do it, us and Virginia. The other 48 do it differently. Now, some of the ways that judges are elected are worse than the way we do it, and I don't agree with those, public elections. I think the best way to elect a judge is when all 3 branches of government are involved in the process. The way that we currently elect judges is the General Assembly has this commission, or committee. It's called the Judicial Merit Selection Commission. Okay? There's 10 people on the Judicial Merit Selection Commission. Now, I want you to go back to 3rd grade civics class. All right? Checks and balances, right? You understand? All right, I want you to be asking, where are the checks and balances? So in the legislative branch, they have 10 people on there that serve on the Judicial Merit Selection Commission. Of those 10, 6 of them are serving members of the General Assembly. 5 are appointed by the Speaker, 2 by the President Pro Tem of the Senate, and 3 by the Judiciary Chairman of the Senate. So 3 people in the General Assembly appoint all 10 members, 6 of whom are members of the General Assembly. That 10-member commission, when there's a vacancy on the court, people apply to be judges. You have 50 people apply for one judge opening. The commission then selects the 3 people that they think are qualified that they want to nominate to go before the General Assembly. Then the General Assembly votes on the top vote getter of those 3 goes and gets on the bench. So you have a commission that is completely dominated by the legislative branch. They control the vetting process, the nominating process, and the election process. And then once the person's on the bench, they basically control how it's funded. There is nobody from the executive branch in that process. Government should be 5 things. This all goes back to my rule of government. It should be responsible, predictable, accountable, profitable, and stable. I'm sorry, what is that?
The current criminal probe on the current legislators, House and Senate, like, was that under your watch? Or is that
I gave that case away over 2 years ago to my chief deputy and the team in prosecution because I knew the people involved. And one thing I won't do is I don't sweep anything and I don't affect it. So I just gave it to them. They made the decision to give it to the outside prosecutor, and that's where it resides. So I haven't touched it in 2 years.
Attorney General, following up on John's question real quickly, do you believe our state, we're a legislative heavy state, do you believe we do have some integrity issues? And if you're reelected, what steps would you take to ensure that we have integrity statewide?
So this is my view. First off, people talk about the General Assembly. It is my personal opinion that most elected officials, even ones you disagree with politically, I believe, and I'm an optimist, most elected officials want to do the right thing. They're not out there to screw us over and to violate the public trust. Most. Some people might disagree, but I think most. There's a lot, though, that they start to believe their own print, and they start to believe they're above the law, and they start to slowly drift over a period of time. I found that a lot of you find that happening more in local government, like town council, city council, school boards. I've had a lot of problems with school boards. It's in the General Assembly too, and I'm not trying to diminish that and say it's not, but I found that it happens a lot in local governments where you see a lot of that. And then there's another thing you got to consider. There are a lot of elected officials. Our ethics laws are very vague and nebulous. When you can prosecute someone for misconduct, and misconduct is defined basically in the common law as malfeasance, misfeasance, and nonfeasance. Malfeasance is doing something that you know to be wrong. That's easy. Nonfeasance is not doing something you're supposed to do, like a cop not stopping an armed robbery, right? Misfeasance is you do something but you do it the wrong way. Well, how do you know who's right way? Is it Alan's right way? Is it Jimmy Richardson's right way? I mean, a lot of public officials, to file all your ethics filings and produce all your stuff. I mean, it's like getting a colonoscopy. And if you don't, seriously, I had an intern one time do the book accounting, gave it to our accountant. They recorded us as recording. They recorded the wrong amount on a check. I got an ethics complaint filed against me in the paper saying Alan Wilson alleged of ethics violations. And it was just, that money was sitting in the account, it wasn't misused, it was there, it was just transcribed improperly, one comma off. We corrected it, it was a scrivener's error. But again, the ethics laws are sometimes used as an axe to attack good public officials, and that's why we don't have more good people running for office, because they're terrified of doing something wrong. And so, I don't know if that answers your question, but that's just kind of my general view.